Welcome YouTube, welcome Twitch, and welcome Mixer to more practicing on the Nordschleife, well, Nürburgring 24 hours to be precise, in RaceRoom in VR, as you can see by my googly eyes and my Oculus Rift that's on at the moment. We're going to be doing an endurance race this weekend on Sunday with the guys over at 3D 3 Dudes Discord server. So if you want to get some details on that, there is a link to the Discord server in the description of my YouTube channel, so you can find it down there. Of course, if you're new to the channel, you can like, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you can follow on Twitch or follow on Mixer, whichever is cool. You can also talk in the chat, which is great, comment on the YouTube, and look at loads of stuff from the past all on the YouTube, and share if you like as well, of course. So that's all good. I'm going to move. You can't see what I've got going on here. You can only see what I've got going on there. But I'm going to move something out of the way so that I can see other stuff. And we can get into some racing. So I'm going to pop this chat. Oh, I need to pin that. And we're going to pop this chat down here, where it's out of the way. If I need to review anything, I can. I think that should do. It's actually down there. That's good. And then we can put this over here. Oh. And I need to do... what? I need to do this as well. Ba-dum. And ba-dum. Right. We're going to start where I left off. So, where I left off on the last stream was actually in on the racetrack with some cars. We're going to start this one off in that way, and I am there in a McLaren. So we've got the McLaren MP412C GT3, which is in that Gulf Racing colours, which I do like those colours. There's some other cars I am yet to try, such as the Nissan GTR. So we're going to try a Nissan GTR as well. We're going to try that, but first we're going to just try a lap, try and get round one lap with 35 cars on the track, and the AI difficulty at 95%. Eep. 95% on AI difficulty is rather steep for me to come against. I'm going into this cold. I've not warmed up yet, so yeah. Impending doom and disaster and a couple of restarts may be needed, possibly. Of course, when it comes to race day, you'll have a practice, followed by a qualifying session, and then we're going to have a 1 hour race, including pit stops, and then it's going to switch the starting positions around, and we'll do a 2nd hour race. All on this, the Nordschleife, 24 hours. Eep. Because this is a track that obviously wants to kill, maim, and destroy me at almost every turn. Right, let's go race. I've turned the in-game sound up a little bit more than I would normally have it for you guys. It does mean the speech bot, of course, is still there, back on, with a little bit more than normal. But I, you know, so you guys can hear the, or hopefully hear the engines a bit more. You should hopefully be able to hear me, and hopefully my mic will actually hold on to the headset through this stream. Really need to sort out something. So anybody who has a good solution for keeping this mod mic on here better onto the Oculus, please comments down below on the YouTube would be most welcome. Right, so here we are. This is obviously the starting line. We're doing from a standing still start. That's the carousel. We can hear some party goers there in Germany. Got the music going. That's really cool. That's a very difficult part of the track. And there's the long straight down to this bridge. This is on the Nordschleife part of the track. See everybody with the tents out and the camping ready to see some different things here. Right. I love the atmosphere here. Let's continue and we'll get into the race. For some reason my computer is sticking me in there for a long time. Why is it doing that? It's taking a very long time. There we go.
My STX24 says, "Hello sir, how is it going?"
Hey Mystics, just started, so can't quite answer that yet. We'll see by the end of turn one whether I have basically come up a cropper again. Bit of argy-bargy here. Oh wow, that's... the AI trying to murder me. So that's how it's going already. The AI is trying to merge me. We are wheel to wheel with that boat there. Nice big Bentley boat. Oh, and somebody's hit my left side panel there. How are you, good sir? Oh. We survived the first turn, which is a pretty good start. Oh, he says, as didn't brake hard enough for that there. That was not good. That was not good. Is this broken? I'm sure I didn't have damage on. In behind the Nissan, in behind that GTR. So, oh, we are doing very badly.
My STX24 says, "I am doing wonderful here. Super excited about Sunday."
Cool, dude. I'm gonna restart that. That was, oh, so brutal, so brutal, so brutal. Now, I don't know what's happening here. You can obviously see a different screen to me, but it's taking really long to restart stuff in RaceRoom today. Sometimes it puts me into the Steam VR space, and and takes a real long time to load. I'm not sure why it does that. It worries me when it does, but here we go, never mind. I have quite a lot running on my computer at the same time, I guess. Every single time it does this, I'm like, really? Don't, you know? Somehow
My
scares me.
STX24 says, it'd probably restart game and all, does this to me as well.
No, it hasn't restarted me yet, at least, but, there's first times for everything, and I messed that up. I messed the start up, but that's okay. Oi! The AI is so nasty. Mean AI. Let's have a look around this, shall we? Or Corvette even. Here's a Corvette there. Got to chase that down, try and keep up with these guys. Had to stomp so hard on the brake there. Otherwise I'd been right in the back of him. Oh, that's so close. That was so close to the action there. My back end was going out. Their back ends were going out. There was 3 of them side by side. That's definitely the excitement of the Nordschleife. Oh boy. Right, let's, this bit is always fun and always nerve-wracking bit of the track, this. Flutsplatz or something like that, I believe it's called. I put a bit of brake in there, I chickened out. I bottled it. Mistakes were made by me. We're lifting here because otherwise we would be in trouble, and on the brakes. It's quite a gap they've built up in front of me. I'm just not fast enough. We just got to try and keep up with them here. Oh yeah, there's some shuffling around that's gone on there as well in front. Look at that. They are not playing best of friends with each other. That's for damn sure. I let them get away too quickly there. That's so on the edge of what I'm capable of driving. Oh, I'm feeling nervous, all right. Broke a little bit too much there. We've still got some nerve-wracking corners and parts of this track left. We're yet to get up to that carousel section, or the very complex part. This is a very, very fast set of turns. It's so much fun to come down here, in all honesty. A little dab of the brakes and full on it. Keep it flat out. And he broke early. We gave him a little bit of a touch. This is coming into traffic, round to the famous carousel. It can be so dodgy, the exit out of here. If you get a good exit, it can be amazing, and we get a reasonable exit. Going to be mostly third gear around here, with some fourth and some parts where we need to slow it down to second. Just trying to keep up. Oh, no. Keep it round, no. Wah! Such a shame, that was going so well. And I just lost that back end. It was so close. But that's the Nordschleife. That's the Nordschleife for you. Really is just, killer track. I was past my limit. Right now I need to collect myself, because that has spooked me and had me panicked. Oh, damn. My tyres are not going to be in good shape after that either. That's a lot of spinning out. Yeah, that used up a lot of my tyres. Oh, did you see that? That's a little bit nerve-wracking, to say the least. Had to be careful there. The back end was wanting to go out a lot. I do mean a lot. Oh, after one lap with 90% left on the tyres. one lap. Well, not even one lap, and we're down to 90% of the tyres. That's how brutal that is. How are we for time? It's not good. It's not good on the time. Even as an outlap, that is a poor outlap. That is a poor outlap. Oh.
Scott Smith. Thanks
Wow.
for following.
Thank you for the following, Scott. That's most welcome. Welcome on board. Right. So that was my warm-up lap for today. What a practice! What a practice! There we are. That lovely McLaren. Right. I'm going to take to this track again. This time we are going to not have the whole crowd, because I'm going to try with a different car. So we're going to go into our practice events. We've got the same track set up here. The AI difficulty is still there. But we're going to choose a different car that I haven't driven in RaceRoom yet. We'll see how I like the feel of it. Of course, it's going to be a car that is no stranger to the Nordschleife. It is, of course, the Nissan GT3. So, yeah, we know that this is a car that is definitely not a stranger at this track. Should we go all dramatic, all in black? Or should we have a little bit of colour?
My STX24 says, this track rips the arms to pieces after a few laps.
Yeah, rips more than your arms, it rips your nerves too. Especially with those spins that I went through. Oh my word, in VR, this does... It's so awesome. You know, it's not up to, of course, the exact thing of the real life, but it's as close as you can get without being there. And that is, you know, pretty damn awesome. So we're going to go in with Nissan GTR. See how I like the Nissan GTR. And we're going to do that without anybody else on the track, first of all. See if we can make it two goes around. I've got a lot to do to get that good feel of where I feel that I can balance the car and get it nicely on the edge. I'm always a little bit too far pushing sometimes past the edge, and of course car that pushes you past the edge, and if you don't catch it in time, then you have a problem, such as I have had a problem already. Right, car setup. We want a little bit more than... We want to make sure that I can make 2 laps. So I reckon about 60. Okay, 61, 62, 65. That's fine. I bet there'll be more fuel than that left, because that's going to be the more hard use cases. And I'm not, you know, a massive inability. Now, I know that says it's default modified, but that's really just the quantity of fuel. So we're going to go and click the back there, and we'll click the drive, and we will be ready. Okay, so this is my first time in this car in RaceRoom. We're on the right side of the car. Yes, it's something that always gets me about that being in that McLaren as well, that it's a McLaren and they have the left hand side of the car when I'm like, it should be the right. And here we are in the Nissan, and they have put us onto the right-hand side of the car, which is good for me because I'm from the UK, and obviously, this being a Japanese car, it should be on the right-hand side of the car. So, all good there. We are ready for the off. Let's actually hear what this car sounds like as well. Yeah, it's got a nice burble in the background there. Nice little burble out of the exhaust. But let's go. We want to take it reasonably easy on this first lap. Try and get a feel for the car. See what its characteristics are going to be like. I'm not sure if this is going to be a four-wheel drive version or a two-wheel drive version, actually. If it is, it should be rear-wheel drive rather than front-wheel, but I'm not sure if it is a four-wheel drive in this version of the car or if it's just going to be the rear wheels. Like I said, I'm taking it really very cautious at the moment. Oh, it's got a rumble, a real background rumble with this car. I'm surprised about that. It does feel very precise, this car.
JD Max 1210 says, do you have a spotter yet?
Hey JD, no, I don't have a spotter in here yet. I haven't put a spotter on.
JD Max 1210 says, I meant a spotter app.
Yes, I know what you meant. The like pit crew as a spotter app. I don't have a spotter app installed. No. I knew what you meant there, mate. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How's your week been? Hopefully good. Doing well, I hope. How did your race go, by the way? Oh, this is quite calm as a car. It doesn't feel as drama-filled.
JD Max 1210 says, yeah, def look into one. It's been well, thanks. JD Max 1210 says, races went great, thanks.
Good job. Yeah, this car is not as much drama, but I can't be as overconfident because we know that this track can be deceptive no matter what. Oh, I didn't brake enough there. I didn't brake enough. That was me not doing the brakes properly. I totally messed that up.
JD Max 1210 says, check out Crew Chief. It's a free app for most race sims, including RaceRoom.
Yes, it's the one that I was aware of, indeed. The only thing is that I'm a bit worried about if I'm streaming, because I'm streaming from and
says,
playing from the one
you can
game.
customize it to your name.
That's cool. But I am a bit worried about, because I'm streaming both, you know, playing the game in VR and got bots in the background and I'm streaming. I'm a little bit worried about what that will do to the performance of my system. And now I'm thinking about that rather than where I am on the track. No, I should have been patient. I've done that in the past where I know it's on the edge and I've put my foot on the accelerator that little bit too early.
Says, oh lol, sorry about that.
It's okay, dude. It happens. This is why we practice. This is definitely why we practice.
JD Max 1210 says, oh, your rig will be just fine.
So we can't go flat out around there. I was hoping we could do. Flat through here though. In fourth anyway. Back down to second. Oh, that back end wanted to go lively there. That was surprising. Not a bad exit out of there. I thought that was a different corner. I thought that was this corner, not the other one. Oh ho ho! Oh, wow. Oh, ho, ho, that wasn't pretty. Could have been a lot worse, though. I thought I was going to get away with that then, and then until that point when I almost didn't. Which this track is all about, that thing of I thought I was going to get away with it, or oh my god, I've just plain messed it up. See how we're doing? The timer is now not running because it's the practice. We got a straight up split timer here. No. Well, the timer shall hopefully start on that next part.
Vetox VR says, hey Salsa.
Hey my man, how you doing? Welcome to RaceRoom, dude. hopefully you are well.
Veted VR says, good, thanks. How is the practice going?
I think it's okay for me. It's not been too bad on that last lap. Trying to actually get a lap time without making a mistake is difficult though, because it's the Nordschleife. Trying to just get a feel for this car. It's the first time that I've used the Nissan GTR GT3 in RaceRoom. So
Veted VR.
it's a mix of things.
When you get a sec, mate, would you be able to reply to my Discord message?
I will have a look when I can, which will probably be after the stream. Sorry, just concentrating on braking points there.
Veted VR says, GT3 inspired by the Toyota Celica winking face.
Yeah, well, obviously the GTR is the continuation of the mighty Skyline, which I've been fortunate enough to drive a Skyline in real life. They are scary, scary beasts, especially when they've been completely outfitted and done over.
Veted VR says, did you see the new Supra? Disappointed.
No, I didn't hear that quite. I'm afraid. I'll have to look at that later, because if I look at the chat at this precise moment in time, I know I will crash. Oh, that was just, oh, so on the edge. Are we lifting for this corner? You bet we are. Once this lap is over, I will check back what you said there, and oh. Almost let the back end come out there. I was a little bit too much gas.
My STX24 says, I actually own a 2000 Celica beaming face with smiling eyes.
Oh, nice. Yes, they do share a bit of DNA, those cars. A rather noticeable bit of DNA, it has to be said. And we're out of it. That I've noticed, RaceRoom, you can mess that carousel up rather easily, just as you would be able to in real life.
Great at Misty X24. I have a 2002, so pre-facelift too, but still going at 114,000 miles.
Nice. The more boxy shape one was that.
Vita's VR says, no salsa, we both have a Generation 7 Celica. My STX24 says, mine is at 220,000 miles, still kicking. Vita's VR says, not box-like. Vita's VR says, at Misty X24, that's incredible. My STX24 says, has broke down once on me. I love the Celica, had a 87 before it.
So we've got a real fan crew in today, talking about the passion for the Celica. Which of course, like I say, the Skyline Celica, they have some very obvious DNA shared across the two of them.
VR
come on,
says,
come on.
What do you think of the GT86?
Ooh. The Toyota. My friend had an 86 GT. They're nice cars. How are we doing? Not a brilliant lap time. 9 minutes 9. We've got a lot to shave off.
My STX24 says, it's a pretty car and RWD. Have heard it is not so fast but real fun to drive. Vita's VR says, Toyota, Subaru laughing face.
Tricky person you. Right, so I actually do like this car. That was pretty comfortable. That was really pretty comfortable. Let's try. How much gas we got left? So we've got 12 litres of gas left. We've made it around
Vita's
2
VR
laps.
says, my guy at work has an original Supra. It's amazing.
Oh, cool. One of the same friend actually. One of my friends is a real. Oh! Check that. There we go.
Rated VR
There's the GT3
says,
version.
exhaust bigger than my head.
It's actually my best friend is a real car person. He likes his cars a lot and has a reasonable amount of money to be able to have them as well. So sorry, I'm just lining my hands up with this steering wheel a bit more. There we go. That's actually a bit better for me. And I just want to lower that down a touch.
My STX24 says, new candidate for the ring salsa.
I think this is a new candidate for the ring.
Veted VR says, sorry, not original, but the classic model.
Yeah, my friend, I think that it's not the original. I think is it the Mark II version? Where it looks a lot more like a certain other Trans Am, a bit like a Trans Am, the 3-litre turbocharged. Basically, my friend had the Toyota Supra long nosed thing with that lovely the Thunderbird type Firebird type logo on the front, that Phoenix logo.
My STX24 says, do you mean the Supra that looks like the RX-7?
No, it doesn't look like an RX-7. It's the older Supra. It literally looks like Knight Rider. That Supra, the one that looks like Knight Rider. It's very, very close to that. It's a monster. It was great fun.
Rated VR says, kind of with a really high wing, if you meant me. Veted VR says, sorry, getting confusing.
Yeah, it is. That's probably a little bit of lag on the speech. Right, we're going to jump out of here and try that car in there. But basically, yeah, my friend had an old Supra, which I think, I can't remember what engine's in there. If it was a straight 6 3-litre turbocharged, or if it was V8. It was a beast, though. He got it really cheap, and he sold it far too cheap. If he had waited 6 months, he would have got 3 times the price that he had actually paid for it. It was such a crazy car as well. When you push the sport button on the dashboard and you put your foot down, you would literally see the fuel gauge go down in front of your eyes. Just from pushing your foot to the gas pedal, you would immediately see that fuel gauge starting to go down. Of course, you'd also feel the pull of the car, and you'd be pressed back into the seat, and it'd feel like the steering wheel was trying to run away from you. Absolutely fabulous feeling. Excuse me while I have a little bit of a drink. By the way, I am not sponsored by this product, but if they want to sponsor me, they can. I won't complain. Right, so that's a definite candidate. Let's put it on a track. See what happens when I get in the press. So I've got the AI difficulty to 95, which I do have to admit is a little bit high for me. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the thing there. I need a tissue as well.
Vita VR says, I checked the year and it's a 94 model.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I wish I could pull up the car and sort of like say, here's the car that you had.
Salsa, do you prefer RaceRoom to project cars too?
Some of it, yes, and some of it, no. It's a mix of things. I think race sims are always a balancing act. I think this is much more of a stricter sim than Project Cars 2. Project Cars 2 next to RaceRoom is more sim-like. So if we were to take a spectrum of, say, here's iRacing on one side, on the pure sim side, and here's Gran Turismo on the other side, then I suppose you could say RaceRoom is to Project Cars what Project Cars 2 is to Gran Turismo. So Gran Turismo is more sim-like than Project Cars 2. Project Cars 2 is more sim-like than RaceRoom. But they're not as sim-like as some others. You know, because GT is not full-on sim-like. It's not Drive Club, which is... arcade-like. Because it's got more of a sim back in there as well, but not as full-on.
Vita VR says, good explanation. Thanks.
You're welcome. The other side I would say on RaceRoom as well is like, say, Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa is somewhere in the mix there as well with RaceRoom and Project Cars 2. Assetto Corsa is more towards the sim side than Project Cars 2. And of course, Assetto Corsa Competizione is really on the sim side, heavily on the sim side, and they're very, very concentrated on that GT3 aspect, which of course in a couple of weeks Assetto Corsa Competizione will be out in full, and I should be here streaming away, though there will probably be some noise from work as the bathroom is getting refitted. So hopefully I will be streaming that live on the day that it releases, and we should have all that good stuff happening. Right, we're going to change some things up here.
My STX24 says, they all simulate different aspects better and worse in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. There are bits that are always better than worse. I mean, it's also a thing of how much content, what content. Some of it looks really beautiful, other bits work better for another one. Then there's different aspects that you might like better in one than another. Certainly if you want pretty skies and stuff like that, Project Cars 2 is certainly beautiful. Right, we're going to take a change on this. So instead of one lap, we're going to push it out to see what we can do over, say, 4 laps. We're just going to see how far I can make it on there. We're still going to keep this AI difficulty of 95, which, like I say, for me is pushing myself. I'm definitely pushing myself. And we'll keep the 35 opponents. And we're going to still be at ×2 tyre wear and fuel use. So this should hopefully give me a better idea.
Sumerian Demon says, "Good luck, mate. Grinning face. Surely after the third lap, the car struggles so much because of the tyre wear."
Yeah, but that's where we'll probably be on Sunday as well. So, you know, I'm reckoning we get have to look at
My
maybe
STX
4 or 5
says, "Hi,
laps.
Sumerian."
So, yeah. Oh, and just to remind people, of course, as well, if you want to join in with some of these races, there is a link to the 3 Dudes 3D Discord server in the description of the YouTube channel, of my YouTube channel down below. And it's a nice group of guys. Just there to have some fun, really. Oh, right. Let's try this out. So we're here. Continue. Car setup. I've set up for 4 laps. I know I can get away with 2 laps at about 65 with litres to spare. Had about 12 litres over. With 3 laps, it's saying 90. I reckon there's going to be about 15 or 20, maybe. I think we go with a full tank and see if I can make it to 4 laps. That's if the tyres survive and if I do.
Everyone is welcome.
Indeed they are. Because we got Sumerian and Mystics. They both race in this. And they're both on that Discord as well. So, nice guys. Of course, some of them seem to have some alien race DNA in their blood. And can do things that I'm like, how do you do that?
Sumerian Demon says, "Yep, unfortunately we have to make at least 3 to 4 laps before pit stop. Can't wait for Sunday. With the AMG I use 90 litres almost for 4 laps."
Okay, so you're reckoning, I do reckon obviously Sumerian sometimes does miscalculate his fuel use though, from past experience. Let's put it at 100. Let's see if we can do it with 100. We'll see how much we've got left from 100, and see if that works. Everything else is the same, which is going to be hard tires, traction control, factory, you know, so this is all the normal stuff.
Sumerian Demon says, "But we do not have the same car, plus my inability with calculating fuel, haha." Sumerian Demon says, "Oh, you know me so well."
You do push the edge on that fuel calculation, buddy. I always go the opposite way. I always have way too much. But I don't mind if you run out of fuel. It means that I actually get to beat you. Not to put too fine a point on it, because otherwise I'm going to have trouble beating these guys. So they are good guys, but it's always good to go against people that know what they're doing and therefore can help you improve. Right. Good clean start. Yeah. It's a bit like a parking lot at these first couple of corners. And we're still in the same place. We started 18th, we're still in 18th. Hey, Mr. McLaren, you broke a lot more than I was expecting there. They left your room and that happened.
Veto's VR says, Destruction Derby.
Oh yeah, watch down the inside there. Nice little Audi.
Sumerian Demon says, the eye is far too good in the ring. To be honest, I think that the tyre wear does not affect their cars.
Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Wow. We'll restart this one. I do want a clean start. I want one good, real good, long start on there. Since we're right near the beginning, and I was feeling some pressure. Oh, but it gets the pulse up. It really does.
Sumerian Demon says, and here we see why I hate RaceRoom AI. Far too aggressive.
Yeah.
Not your fault at all.
Yeah. No, that one was me losing it a bit, but then you had everything else there. But I do have this on 95, and like I say, 95 is very tough competition for me. Very tough competition. So, but you can see on that first corner just how aggressive they are. It's just like they're brutal. They're banging you around left, right, and centre. There's no two ways about it. We're waiting for it to restart there.
Sumerian Demon says, I think they just have their line and they fight till death to keep. They only notice you when they're on your side or when they have already hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can certainly agree with that.
Sage Cedar says, Hi, sorry, just wanted to say hi, had to go face with tears of joy expression in his face.
Hey, Sage Cedar, thank you for popping by. The high and by is still welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, I dropped off the pressure there a little bit too much.
Hit Yal with a like.
Thank you very much.
My STX24 says, Salsa the Brave Warrior against the horde of Crasher AI.
Yeah, that's a wonderful title. I think I need to take that as a title sometime.
Vita to VR says, I also have to go, Salsa. Good luck and catch you guys later.
Take care, Vid. Thanks for coming along. Oh. That's as close as it gets, oh my word. Did you see that? That really does, oh wow.
Sumerian Demon says, 92 litres left and the fuel gauge is already red, ha ha ha. My STX24 says, by VTID.
Yeah, well, no matter what you do on this racetrack, you know that fuel gauge is always going to be in the red. It doesn't matter what you do, that fuel gauge is always on the red in this track. It's like the car sees the track and knows, oh my god, what is this, you know?
Sumerian Demon says, haha, it's true.
Oh, that McLaren is right at my sides there. That so wanted to skid out of me and I didn't keep enough power through there. Still didn't keep enough power through there and it wanted to skid out. I need to get a better angle on that corner. They're stretching their legs in front of me there. We can stay flat now. And on the brakes.
Sumerian demon says, no, that corner is always like that. Same thing happens when you exit the carousel. You have to keep the wheel straight no matter what you drive.
Oh. Ah, no. I was trying to concentrate on what you said there and I messed up. I'm just scared with that back end always getting away from me. The back end, I don't have as much control as you alien racers. Yow! Okay, let's see what we can stretch it to. Oh. Here we come into the braking. Back wanted to wobble there. They're going into the pits. I'm going straight through.
Sumerian demon says, my STX is going to kill us in this straight.
Yeah, he is. In that very lovely sounding, but oh my god, what a, what a beast of a car. I tried driving it, I just couldn't. It wanted to kill me at every single corner if I dared hover my foot above the accelerator. It was like, yeah, buddy, what are you thinking there? You know that's not happening, you know?
My STX 24 says, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, it truly That Mustang is a true out-and-out brute.
JDMAX the Game Cat says, so here's where everyone is.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? JD Max in the chat. You having a good day, buddy? Oh, I was chickening in there a bit. Up to the Flugplatz. The only corner I know apart from the carousel. A little bit of damn of the thing there.
Says, yeah, so far so good.
Glad to hear it. Oh ho ho. Up to 6th. We need to back off here a little bit though, because otherwise I won't make it, and then we're on the brakes. Oh, ho, ho. I do love this. Oh, that was a little bit too late there. Just held that, and I broke too much there. Not sure where my tire wear is at the moment. I haven't got the guts to change the page on my display. I messed that corner up, but not as bad as I have done in the past. So that's kind of cool. Of course, the other cars, they all took the pit stop. They all took the pit stop. I messed that up as well. That was the one that you were saying, trying to say you got to keep the wheels straight for, I believe. Right. And that was not how to do that. That was not how to do that. When looking up ways to take that corner, just look at what I did there and don't repeat it. And those guys have almost caught me, even though they took a pit, and I didn't. But I'm still pushing my own abilities here. And this is obviously what this practice is all about. Trying to discover my limits and what I can do with a car as best as I can. How many liters of fuel have we got left? 50 liters of fuel. Time to find out where our tire wear is at. Is that temperatures or? I need to check out that display better. I think our tires are down to the 80s. We're going straight for the next lap. Are they pitting in again, or are they going to come straight after me? Do they all pit in? Or are they coming after me?
Sumerian Demon says,
Wow, great tire consumption. I was at 67% on the start of the third lap faced with tears of joy.
JDMAX the Game Cat says,
Is this practice for an endurance?
Yeah, this is practice for endurance race on Sunday. So it'll be basically a practice followed by a qualifier of 15 minutes, followed by a whole hour of racing. Then the grid order will get reversed and we will do a second hour of racing. And it's all with guys from the 3D 3 Dudes Discord server. We have RVR Closet, we have Sumerian Demon there, we have trying to think of names while trying to remember where I should be on track. Breakpoints and such. We have possibly Magic, Mistakes, a few other guys in there. I think we're looking at hopefully 7, 8, maybe, you know, anything up to about 10 guys at the moment. So some good fun times. Can feel that back end wanting to come out on me more now. Yeah, it's getting pretty slick back there. What was my last lap, I wonder? $38 litres. I think I'm going to make it for 3 laps.
Gamer.
It's not going to make 4.
Hey, pretty eyes, you spelled practicing wrong, haha.
I'm dyslexic, and that's what the computer told me how to spell practice. So, hey, I'm going to blame the tools that I'm using.
Sumerian Demon says,
Last lap was 9:03. Just checked.
JDMAX the game cat
That's pretty good for me.
Says, log.
I've got a lot more time to shave off this to basically get to the same speeds that you aliens race at, but I will do my best. A little bit of paint work destroyed there, but not too bad. No, 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 no. And again, that corner, as soon as I put my... Ooh.
says, I'm doing the Super GT tournament myself. JDMAX
Oh, cool.
the game cat says,
Nice DDG.
Yeah.
JDMAX the game cat.
Whoa.
Looks tough.
Yeah. He's all over me. Go on.
Sumerian Demon says,
Yeah, here comes the tire wear.
Yeah, no, I have a problem with that corner in general. Me and that particular corner do not get on.
Drunk Gamer says, thanks, 4 races tomorrow, but 4 hours of practice in last night.
Dude, that's some hardcore practice. Oh. It's what I kind of need to do with this, but... sometimes we just don't have it in us to do quite enough. Oh, and my stomach is growling actually. Whoa. Hello, Mr. Mustang. You're a beast. Mystics, have you invaded here?
Gamer.
I think Mystics AI...
off last time though. I got second on the last race. JDMAX
Oh
the
yeah,
game
that's really good, dude.
Says, just keep racing till you get consistent.
I think
Drunk
this
Gamer
car is definitely doing better for me.
Doing it again tonight in like 2 hours. Haha. JDMAX the game cat says,
Nice DDG. Do you practice it in VR?
JDMAX the Game Cat says,
We're talking GT Sport, right?
my STX24 says,
Lol, go my pony.
Oh ho ho! Yeah, Mystics, your pony did go and beat me.
Dar Drunk Gamer says, yep,
Right, I need to pit for this one. We've called up our pit menu.
Dar Drunk Gamer says, yay, I'll mix it up, some VR. Sumerian Demon says,
Yeah, this one and the P4 Ferrari are really stable. War pony, my STX is clipping the grass.
JDMAX the Game Cat says,
Yes, also you would seriously benefit from crew chief. Having a spotter really helps.
But in VR, of course, it's you do have mirrors on the car. This car has got some good visibility, so
Dar Drunk Gamer says, I'm actually using the PSVR cinema mode to practice and race. The TV in the headset is huge.
see, one of the things I do have to say about doing any race game in VR is that one of the big benefits is when you can see the scale of places, the rise and fall of stuff. If you're trying to learn a track, I tend to feel that the track works its way into your brain a lot better in
JDMAX the
VR.
Game Cat says,
Interesting DDG.
Changing tires. So after that pit, I'm way back down again. So I don't think that... oh, and I was not thinking there, damn it. I've wrecked it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Because I had, what, 16 litres of fuel left? I should have just let it ride, maybe, and... oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Not thinking. Brain, engage, re-engage.
Dar Drunk
Engage
Gamer
like first. There we go.
Would have helped better than have the TV a couple feet away. I use cinema mode for a lot of games, FPS ones more so.
One of the things, obviously, about using a PSVR in cinema mode, it does feel like a cinema screen. Have you ever played?
Sumerian Demon says,
It's the tire temp. Been there so many times.
No, honestly, that was my brain not working properly there. Can't blame tyre temp for a lack of my brain thinking it through. As I am now last place, and that does not feel good.
Drunk Gamer says, if a game has a field of view is pretty effect, gives a curved look in the cinema mode, thumbs up medium skin tone.
Yeah, one of the things I do actually quite like is playing like Overwatch as well in cinema mode in PSVR. That is kind of awesome, because I did actually, when they launched Overwatch, I went to one of their cinema launch events, which was over in Milton Keynes, where they showed all of their animations for Overwatch, which was really, really cool. And then playing Overwatch in cinema mode on PSVR is actually really, really cool as well. Just held that. That was not good. Oh, my hands are feeling it now. Hello, Mr. Chevrolet. How are you? I want to overtake you. Yes, I do. But I'm not going to be stupid about it.
Christopher Hart says,
It's good to overtake your woman.
Oh, it's not good to do it that way, though. You want to watch about bumping the behind. The wrong way.
Dar Drunk Gamer says, Heart beer mug waving hand.
How you doing, by the way, buddy? Good week, I hope?
Christopher Hart says,
Lolches.
Sumerian Demon says,
No, I at fault again. You are not a wizard, haha.
Oh, I'd like to,
Dar Drunk Gamer says, I'd rather have the woman do all the work. I'm lazy like that, huh?
yeah, there's no autopilot in this car, dude. No autopilot. Gonna keep it in fifth, I think, because no, I can't get that to go flat out through there. I cannot.
Dar Drunk Gamer says, she has several options of things to sit on, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh. Boy, oh boy. I keep on thinking that that corner is this one. It's this corner that I gotta remember. I keep on shifting down or dropping off that first corner out of that after that chicane, after the thing there, and it's not that one that I need to do that for.
My STX24 says,
If you were in a newer DTM, you might get flat out through that trouble corner.
Yeah, I can't get flat out for it, yeah, so I do need to make sure that I don't try and flat it out. Should have been third for that.
JDMAX the Game Cat says,
What drivetrain is this car?
I'm not sure actually. I don't know if it's FR or if it's four-wheel drive, because I mean obviously Sumerian and the other guys could probably help you a little more on that. It might be FR in this version. We'll see in a minute. But I kind of feel like it should be four-wheel drive because there's a bit of lateral. The back end is holding better than I would feel that it should do if it was only if it was FR. So there we go. That was not exactly the best of laps, but see, they're getting 8:51s. I did a 9-odd minute there, so we're about a minute off the pace. The guys I'm going against, obviously, they are pretty damn good. Let's take a look, and I'll tell you what the drivetrain actually is.
my STX24 says,
I think the GT3 is RWD.
my STX24 says,
I might be wrong though.
Yeah. I would have thought, you know, rear-wheel drive, front-engined, but of course, the road car is different, obviously, to the GT3. So if we take a look, and we will discover in here. So that wasn't bad. I'm wondering what will happen if I do actually try and stretch that out a bit. I think maybe just a few more litres of fuel to try and make that fourth lap. Maybe. So, does it tell you in here?
Sumerian Demon says,
I think everything is RWD when it comes to GT3s. The Quattro, Lambo for example, is AWD in real life, but they changed drivetrain at the GT3 championships.
Yep. See, this car now, this has done really well for me. I mean, in terms of manageability, this car was really, really good. Where can we see
my
the drivetrain?
STX24 says,
AWD equals to much advantage beaming face with smiling eyes.
But it does feel very, very manageable in the corners, this car. Like a lot nicer to try and catch where it's going to go on me. But I've got a lot more practice to get there. And of course, force feedback and stuff like that is always something different.
Says, so then if this is true, then might want a bit more brake in the front. We'll be able to turn sharper.
No, we're not allowed to touch the brakes. No modding the car. No changing the setup of the car. It's all default.
Says, or would that not work?
It's all for to keep what we're doing with the endurance race kind of like on the same level. It's
my
the default settings of the car.
STX24 says,
I run roughly 54% to 52% front brake bias.
Oh, we can change brake bias. Yeah, we can change brake bias.
The Porsche T is also really stable, but it is way too understeery with default setup. Thinking face yes game cat. That really helps with some cars and tire wear.
Okay.
Sumerian Demon says.
Yeah,
Or you
so
can change
brake
the
balance.
bias. It is the only thing that is allowed.
There
Great
you go.
face with big eyes.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
Oh, I thought you could.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. So we can change brake bias. Let's try it. We'll give it a go. But of course, it could be better or worse for me. I was feeling quite stable with that. We'll give that a go. So as I'm going in here, I really haven't got into car setup at all. I really haven't got that levels of detail of workings going on in my head yet. So if we put the brakes, we'll change the brakes and see how it goes.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
Most RWD, usually the back end would want to come out.
Exactly. And the back end does want to come out at different points. You feel it wobbling. But compared to some, you know, I've not felt too much of a problem. Right, so when we do our continue here, we've got our car set up. And we want to look at the brakes. So brake pressure, brake bias. We want to put that to the front. No. Was that what you was meaning? Because you're 54. 54 front and 46 back would be the way there, wouldn't it? So I think that's where it was.
The Game Cat says.
Left number rear end, right number front end.
Yeah. Where did we start?
My STX24 says.
A lot of the GT3 cars have very high rear wing aero.
Yeah. Right, how much fuel did I put in last time? That was 20. I had about 100. Did I have 100 in last time? Kind of feel like I had 100 in. Try 110. See if I make it to the end of 4 laps.
Sumerian Demon says.
I think you did since I said 90, haha.
My STX24 says.
Yep, salsa, that's what I was saying.
Cool, so we're going for
My
54.
STX24 says.
Weight is left rear and right is front.
No, it can't be.
My STX24 says.
Oh boy, I've been doing it backwards.
No, left is front. Left is... Are we sure? Are we sure on that? I would have thought that would be that way. I can readjust on the fly with, or try to readjust. Let's take a look. It's a bad place on track to do it, but I can readjust that while I'm actually driving because I've got that set up on the steering wheel. Let's just say save setup like that.
My STX24 says.
Okay, I got confused.
Yeah, I definitely think the left side is your front and the right side is your rear. I think.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
So before we came to this, screen brake was 57 to 48. So whatever the front is, we need to put more brake there.
Right, we'll let them go. Oh, that's scary. Right, let's see the screens. So, we got that's my split times. So you're saying 57, well no, 57, so it was 48. So it was 57 to 40, it won't be 48. It would be 57, 40, right. Because you're going to have 50-50, yeah?
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
That's what you had before changing anything.
Okay, we'll put 59 there. I'm just going to run around here without being in competition with people for a moment. See what it feels like. Because the one problem, if you put too much up the front, of course, the back end's going to really want to slip out on me. And like I say, I'm not so great with the back end being too slippy.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
Really loving the sound engineering. Really spot on.
It's not too bad in here. I do think Assetto Corsa Competizione, that really has the sound down. The sound in this sounds, you know, reasonable, but Assetto Corsa Competizione, when it comes to sound, they've got that nailed. Which you'll see definitely in a couple of weeks when I'm streaming that. Overshot that a bit.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
Still need to check that out.
Yeah, check some of my streams. It is a very demanding game, though hopefully the full release will have optimized things even a bit more.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
Okay, thanks, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's honestly, for sound engineering for a race game,
JDMAX
it's
the Game
beautiful.
Cat says.
This is the game that has the soul mod, right?
No, Assetto Corsa has the soul mod. This is as it is. If you're looking at mods, you're looking at the original Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa Competizione is the newer one, which is all GT3. It's based on the Blancpain official race series. This is feeling pretty good so far. Let's restart that with those settings. Restart.
JDMAX the Game Cat says.
Are okay.
Yeah, you can find some of the streams on my past videos with Assetto Corsa Competizione. I haven't done any of the... I don't think I've done any streams of Assetto Corsa on my channel. I was planning to do some the other week, but I literally got home from work and collapsed on one of the days where I was planning to do some Assetto Corsa. Right, let's double check and make sure and default this car. And then put to... I had that about 59 there, didn't I? So, if we go into the car setup, and I say reset to default. So, yeah, 57 was the default, 57.43. And we're going to push it forwards to 59.41. And we're going to put this up into 100. So 100 litres. We're going to push it to 110 litres and see how we do on 4 laps. If we can make it to 4 laps without having to pit, then that might be a good part of strategy, though we'll see whether I can play that or I play it down and do a 3 lap a couple of times, or what we can do in stretching that for the fuel versus the tyre wear. But this car is definitely feeling like a nice fit for me. So we got 59 front bias on the brakes and 110 litres of fuel loaded in. Right.
JDMAX the Game Cat says, nice.
Not the best start. It's okay, not brilliant, but it's with the pack. And the super aggressive AI is just going to want to knock the front of my car off and the rear of my car off, which wow. Yeah. That happened.
JDMAX the Game Cat says, brutal.
Yeah, proper brutal. It's like serious bump, 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 and then there's the rear and the bump and the left side to the right and the... Woo. I think the AI in this game is literally has been trained after those kids, like all kids, that when they were young and they went to do dodgems, rather than dodgems, you didn't call it dodgems. You called it bumper cars. Let's face it, you didn't call it dodgems, you called them bumper cars, and you rammed your buddies hard. And I think that's where the AI is kind of modelled after here. Make sure it's got that right. Yeah. We'll save the setup so that I have a... Yeah, override that setting. 49. Boom. I love the sound in the background that you can actually hear sounds from the racetrack, in that you've got a German voice speaking over a tannoy. You've got the different things that are going on around the edge. Bad start, Salsa. Bad start. And he wanted to make me know about it. So yeah, they are going right over the parts of the track. See that Corvette trying to brute out that Bentley boat. We'll get in behind Mr. Audi here and boom. Oh, did you see that? Oh ho ho! Little Skippy there, little Skippy. Thought I'd take a little bit of a risk down the inside there. It didn't quite pay off, I thought it might do. And I'm not on the power early enough. I can outdo him on this one though. No, he's... Back on it, back on it, back off. Oh, it really does get you going, I tell you. No, 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 not. I bottled the brakes there. You do need to slow down somewhat on that corner, but I just got it wrong, totally wrong. And now my tyres have suffered a lot for that. A real lot. That is not the way to do it. So we're a place down now from where I started. I've got to try and collect my thoughts on that. Try and keep it together. That's what this track does to you.
JVMAX the game cat says, you're still in it. Stay frosty.
Indeed, my friend, indeed. That back end on that corner is so dodgy. I just, oof. I messed that up too. There's a couple of corners where I'm really messing up. I need some severe, just be able to practice those couple of corners and perfect them. It's one of the things that I think Gran Turismo gets really well is the track learning type things. Although if you could do that in VR, that'd be amazing. There it is. Got through there okay. We're flat through here. And we're nice there and peek down the inside. Ho ho ho! No, come on, come on. Ah. So we're down into 24th now. And I keep on forgetting about that corner. We've got to remember this one's the one that's the tricky one. It's a slight memory adjustment working. Back end wanting to slide on me. Oh, and now they're trying to want to take my back end out. AI to the left of me, AI to the right of me. And I'm stuck on the grass verge where there is no grip. Oh, ho, ho. That McLaren is really piling on the pressure. Should have stayed in third for that. Oh, no, don't. Oh. Super slippy, almost caught it. We're going to have affected my tyre wear quite a bit with that. Where's the paging? So tyres 89, 91, 90. I think my tyres left side is the front, so 90 and 91. And 90 and 91 for the rears as well. They're all going for the pit again. If I can make it through on the fuel, I may pick up the points, may pick up the places. It's not the best way to win, but I'll take it. We'll see if the fuel strategy will work out. It's for what I need for the weekend, of course, so if I can keep a bit of the pressure on myself and just try and keep a little bit of consistency in the driving here, keep into control. And he goes wide. And still, that was very poor. That was very bad. That's nicer. Tiny amount there, and boom. Flat out is where we want to be. Oh, could feel that back one in a slip there. That was nice. Oh, and again, just caught that. Just in control. This is the bits where obviously I need to try and eke out where I can do things, how I need to get and keep this monster of a car on the track, and be very, very thankful that I'm not like Mystics and push his luck with that absolute monster of a Ford Mustang that he likes driving. And of course, a load of the other guys seem to go for the AMGs, and me and Mr. Mercedes-Benz AMG is not exactly on best of terms, because the back end on that car I find really just, you know, wants to kill me. I don't have the feel for it. I love you can hear the revelers in the background on the track. Really is kind of awesome. That wasn't the nicest way to take that corner, but I'll take it. And I got through that without it slipping out all the way. I need to be more gentle on the accelerator through that corner though. And here's a dodgy one as well. Fourth through here. No, third. Oops, really messed that up. Oh, my wrists are killing now. It's so impressive when you see this in here though. I do love the view when you come along that straight there. You see that mountain of trees. Keep it in fifth. Little bit off. just so we keep it nice and neat. There we go. Kept in fourth for there at least. We're down to third for there. I did lift off a lot more than I needed to on that other corner there. Keep it up in third. Think we can do there. Just oh, ho, ho, ho. That was a bit rough. That was a bit rough. This one's a definite. Down to second. Back up. Really want to floor it around here a bit. And then we're back down again. Through the gear. There we go. That felt good. Now, this is a dodgy piece of track here. Stretch it out and should be third for that. I was very nervous on there. I did lift in the wrong way there. Just balance it a bit there. Oh, home straight. Oh, the light looks great in here as well. It's awesome. ...265 kilometers per hour down this great big long straight. As soon as we come over the hill, we're still pushing hard. We're just gently to the left. On to lap 3. How we do on time? An 8:50, 9 minutes, 9:1. That's pretty good for me. A little bit more consistency is obviously good for me because I want to just then, if I can keep some consistency and find where I need to get gains and try and make those gains. Little improvements is good. My first thing though, of course, is trying to make sure that I don't make as many mistakes. Oh, ho, ho, I do like that. Oh no no no! I don't like that. That's the front of the car not being in a good shape there. Starting to feel that tyre wear a little. I think we shall be. Definitely. Oh, that is very, very slick. Had to lift a lot more than I was hoping to there. And we've got the other guys coming up behind me. They're chasing me down now. Gonna have to lift a little bit here.
RVR closet says, "Hey bud."
Hey RVR, how you doing? Oh, one thing I must say to you before I forget. Quite amusing yesterday. I was coming home from work, I think it was. Yes, I was coming home from work and I was sat behind a car that's license plate on the back had RVR.
RVR closet says, "Good at work."
Cool, dude. Hopefully not a bothersome. As you can see, I'm trying to get practice, although my spelling of practice is apparently wrong. But I'm blaming the computer because it was saying, no, you've spelt it wrong. Here's the right way to spell it. So there's things that went on. It'll get fixed later.
RVR closet says, "Ha ha ha ha, nice. I want that car. Grinning face with big eyes."
Well, you'd have to obviously bring it back over because it's an English car here in the UK, so English number plates. I messed that corner up, didn't carry the speed right. They got through there incident free, that's good. Oh, I've got Mystics in behind me there, look. We've got the AI version of Mystics. Be nice now, be nice. You know it wants to murder me on these high speed parts. Oh. And of course, I have to say as well, as always, as we come up to the carousel, you can go check out RVR's channel as well. He's got some great racing over there. And
RVR
again,
closet says, "Have you set the my STX site to be as fast as him?" Grinning face.
we got 36 cars on here, I think. 35 opponents in total, and me. And there it's at 95%. the AI, so for me that's more challenge than I can really handle, to be truthful.
RVR Closet says, thanks dude, you took the carousel pretty good there.
Oh, it was reasonable. It's the next one that really does make me... No, he... And 2 bumps up the backside there. Not good. Gotta keep on it. The scary, starey section here. I lost my power of speech momentarily because that's scary. Carry third across here. Oh, let's draft this. I think there's only one thing we can do with this, and that's going to be draft it, isn't it? Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, pull me along. Look at this. 270, 277. Just because I'm in behind this guy. That's amazing. This is what drafting around here does for you. Oh my word, that is almost disastrous. And wow. Oh, that was exciting.
RVR Closet says, drafting is nice.
Yeah, that puts some extra speed on. We're trying to see what we can do with the fuel here. Tire wear is obviously a problem. We got 29 litres. I think we can make the end on the 29, or at least I hope I can. No, you don't, Mystic. Stay back there. Oh. Got to be a bit gingerly with it now, because the front tires are really starting to show a little bit of wear. I love that you've got some of that thumping techno music in the background there. Just shows what they're gonna like around Nuremberg. Oh! Oh! He's got more of a grunt there than I do. Much more of a grunt than I do. So much more grunt than I do through there. Oh ho ho! Trying to push me out as well. Oops. Tried to be a little bit too aggressive there, and that almost cost me dearly. That almost cost me very dearly.
RVR Closet says, what lap times have you done today?
About 9 minutes, 9 minutes 1. So I'm a good bit off the pace probably. Off of your alien racing blood breed of lap times. But for me, that's been very, very good, very positive.
RVR Closet says, hee hee hee.
You're probably about a minute ahead of me, probably. Whoa! Okay, I don't need a door. It's final lap, who needs a door? Come on. This is the dodgy corner. Yeah, I've spun out on that corner so many times as well, so I was playing very safe on that corner. Too safe probably. A little bit too much brake there. I could have done with less. Nice. That felt so good. The back end's really wanting to play with me now. Just caught it there a second ago. There's one of your Mercedes up there, one of your fancy AMGs. Oh no, 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 no! Oh! Disaster. just didn't have that
RVR
grip.
Closet says, done.
That is such a shame. Oh, I'm getting flashed. I don't have anybody to draft this time. That's not fair. So we're on the slow now, rather than that ultra fast. 266. Come on, come on. 845.
RVR Closet says, that small carousel can be dangerous as well.
Oh yeah, that small carousel can be real serious dangerous. Oh, they pitted. Why did they went in for the pit? You know what? I'm very proud of that though. Oh, that was a 7th place for me, was it? I think. We started in 18th place out of 35 and ended in 7th.
RVR Closet says, ha ha ha, pit on last lap.
Yeah, the AI has some amazingly sharp
RVR
brains.
Closet says, not bad.
Of course, that is like a 4th lap. I would love to have seen what my tyres were going down to there. I couldn't. I was a little bit too concentrated to check where the tyre wear was. I'll need to play that back at some point and check exactly what was going on with the tyre wear. But wow. Oh, I think me and Nissan GTR is definitely
RVR
on
Closet
friendly terms.
says, I saw the front was on yellow.
Yeah, the fronts were on yellow. They were on yellow from the start of that last lap. So yeah, danger time. Oh, we got sixth. So that was on 95% hardness for the AI. And for me, that is really saying something, because I'm not in you know your guys'
RVR
leagues on
Closet
that, so
says, nice.
I'm really quite proud of that. I mean, obviously there's more work to be done and less mistakes to be made. I mean, we can see if I was to go into the playbacks on here. So if we open the replay, of course, this is one of the other good things about this game. The replays are full VR as well. loading times today are taking a long time, and I don't get that. So I don't. I'm sure I don't have this set to a physical disc. I'm pretty damn certain I haven't put this game on one of my physical discs. I'm pretty certain I put it onto one of my SSDs. I don't think I put it onto the M.2 though, but here we are in the car. So we want to get to, let's see.
RVR Closet says, Nord's 24-hour has the longest loading times.
It would do, obviously, but even if it's on an M2, it should be pretty speedy still. And I know it's been faster than that for me in the past. Right, I'm not 100% familiar with everything in here. It'd be nice if we could see all of the telemetry. This would be, there's the draft part. How cool is that? We got that guy behind us. Yeah. This is so awesome being able to do this. It's like the proper full-on drone view. I messed up a bit there. Here we go, straight down the inside. Outbroke them completely. He wasn't happy about that. Sorry, Mystics. I know this isn't the type of view that Mystics wants to see. He doesn't want to see a view like this on Sunday. Ooh, hoo, hoo. He almost had me there. Look at this as a view, this is amazing. He'll catch up with me because I was making a few mistakes here. Really was putting the pressure on me there. I was braking a lot there.
RVR Closet says, that is a really nice car.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nissan definitely make a nice car with the GTR. Oh, that was so close. I was right on the edge with that. That felt really good when he did that, and you can see him just the muscle in that Mustang. Plus he's got the draft on, so he's got the advantage with the muscle. I cut him off there. That was nasty of me. Oh, yeah, and I did it again. I'm a nasty, nasty person there. It was AI, though. Yeah, there's me messing up, and oh. I was in first place, that's all I'm saying. I'm blocking like nobody's business there. Starting to get people in behind me there. I'm starting to be, you know, look at them flashing the lights there on me. Super aggressive AI. 95%, like I say, 95% is a little bit high for me. But, you know, I think I did okay. And, yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's not happy. You know, he's not happy with him there. He's going, get out of my way, get out of my way. Yeah, right. I'm still in pole. And bam! That's what you call close-up. And there it goes. Oh. Just managed to keep it there. Look at that McLaren, though. That's a nice-looking McLaren as well. I slowed down so much there, I was really nervous about going out on that because I usually lose that part there. Looks amazing when you see it this way. We'll put it slow motion. Okay. Back up to full speed. Catching up a good bit there. And we're going to come in here now any moment and we'll be on this side. There's the carousel. Out of that, nice. I think that was pretty clean. And then the rest of this part here is really complex section for me. I do find this is very difficult. You'll probably spot where I'm making mistakes where I'm braking too much, or here where I'm holding off too much. I know there are parts along here where I really do brake too much, or I don't get on the gas enough. Though for me, I felt I was doing pretty well along here. Until I mess up, of course. So when I messed up, it was like, oh no, really, really? And there it is. It's gone.
RVR closet.
Take that step off and boom.
It's a tricky track to master.
Oh yeah.
RVR closet says, a lot of turns to learn. Grinning face with big eyes.
Yeah. Let's see where I messed up there, so. So I was following here. We'll do the slow-mo on my mistake here. So I'm over. I'm on the brakes. I let go. I've tried to sort of like balance out a little bit of the thing there. I've not turned in enough. I'm not slow enough. Mount there. Lose some grip on there. That McLaren's come in down the inside. I've come back onto the track. As I come in there, there's just too much going on. The rear's gone. I can't recover it. And there I am. So we go full lock. Build up the rev. Full lock. Pull that round. Slam the brake and then feed the clutch in. Keep it under control because it's still going to want to spin out whatever you do there. And then try and get in good from there. And there we go. And then almost lose it again there, which was really, really silly. But feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty damn decent about that. Oh, check that out. Oh, that was a bit of a bang, wasn't it? But we kept it together, kept it together. That's not pretty. That's not how to take that. You know, it was reasonable. It didn't spin out, but that is not how to take that corner. That second carousel, basically, that is not how to do it. Right. But that's pretty cool. I think the definite candidate is absolutely going to be the Nissan GTR for me, I think. Definitely. We're going to do something different here and take a look at the practice. I want to see what can happen here. We actually do like the tire wear. I'm going to take the tire wear off for the moment so that we've got it thing, and we're going to take the fuel off. We've got 0 opponents. What we're going to do is just time trial a bit, see if I can pull stuff down a bit. So if I say go race...
RVR Closet says, my STX and Sumerian is in race room doing practice.
Oh, cool, yeah, yeah. I won't measure up to them yet. So what I'm going to do here is actually put the race line on. I'm going to put the race line on and try and just feel the way there. Do a few with that. Maybe pull the race line back off and see if I can build that with the consistency of the non-tire wear version. Let's make sure the car setup's going to be the same anyway, though. So that's going to be NA. We've still got... This is how I've got my brake bias set up now. So 5941. So that's the only difference in the car, of course. So nothing else has changed in the car from that. Because we can't really. So that is all good. Right. Oh, I want,
RVR Closet says, a good tool to get faster is to race leaderboard ghosts as well.
yeah. I messed something there, didn't I? Options. Where's my own and challenged there? Race line on. Ideal. So I want the ideal because I want to know what they view as ideal as well. Though I'll try and get what I, try and drive as I normally do. I'm going to have the own or challenged. And everything else is as is. So that's cool. Resume. Come on, drop me back in. It's been doing this a lot today. Wherever you change something in the menu, it does that. Wrong pedals, hovering over wrong pedal. There we go. So, not the way to start this. Here we go, there we go. Right, back on.
RVR Closet says, you can cut the track in the end of GP layout to get the timer started.
Okay.
RVR Closet says, without taking a full lap.
I didn't know that. Not sure how to do that now. Oh well.
RVR Closet says, you should have taken a right, lol.
Yes. Oh, I should have taken a right. You're quite right.
RVR Closet says, take the GP layout twice.
I'm sorry, I'll have to ask you a different time on that because I'm not sure how to do that. I'll have to figure that out, and my brain will not work and function while I'm doing this at the moment to figure out what's said there and figure out how I do that. I'll need to see how that gets done to get the timer working. Oh, that wasn't pretty.
RVR closet says, hehehe, on your out lap, you go around the GP layout without going out on the Nord's layout, then the timer starts when going over start finish without doing a full long lap.
Oh, okay. So, if I do a return to garage, and we do drive, we are learning new tricks. This is what we like. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And there's the timer.
RVR closet says, bingo.
Oh ho ho! That was a little bit safer than it should have been.
You should go a bit slower though, taking a right after the first barricade so you don't have to go out on the grass.
Yeah, I noticed that after I did it. But hey, we live and learn. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, what a track. Gives you everything, the excitement, the fear. Maybe not the time to start making a bit of a monologue there on that corner, because it can be a tricky and scary one. Right, with the no tyre wear, I'm actually okay with flat out there. Oh, that was nervous. That was right on the raggedy edge. A little bit too risky there. And there's where I make that mistake. Back end comes out on that corner so easy. Just keep it all up in fifth here. Now we need to just dab it a little bit there. Oh, that corner always scares me. Oh. Oh, the back end really was right on the edge there. Managed to hold it, that's so close. I don't usually like to have the back end squirreling away like that, but oh, it's exciting. was a bit enthusiastic there. Thought I could carry more away than I could. Oh, and here we come into this rather dangerous section. Oh, that's so kicked out there. That was so close to wanting me dead again. This track does love to try and kill me. How are we doing? Onto the straight. The question is, can I get it under 9 minutes? Into 6th. 266 seems to be around the limit on the uphill. 65 for slowing down a bit. And in across. And away we go again. Nine minutes. That was not good. You can see my ghost in the background there. Got to keep my pressure on myself, but not too much so that I end up messing stuff up.
RVR closet says, one of my clients just woke up, so have to go work a bit. Have a good night, bro, and good luck with the practice.
Take
Grinning
care,
face
dude.
with big eyes.
Thanks, buddy. Oh. Oh. It wanted to pull out there. Oh. Oh. and messed up there. That is such a shame. Tried to brake a little bit too late there. Was carrying more speed into that than I was the first time. Oh, that was nicer than the last time. Oh, and there's my ghost going. Oops. I have a real problem with this corner. Real big problem with this corner. I actually want to go back. I wonder if they'll let me do this. I actually want to go the wrong way. Around here. What? Ah. Why? It doesn't want to turn. There we go. Right. Oh. So come down here. It's okay there, then it's... That's where it happens a lot. So I've got to work out what I'm supposed to be doing there because I just constantly get that wrong. And it's like a balance between either no power and too much power. And I keep on hitting it where it's got too much, and then I back off, and then I try to get back on because it goes no, no, no. And I just, you know, it's like a 50-50 whether I'm going to end off slipping off there. So, you know, right. This lap is obviously a bust. But the next lap can be done properly. Now damage has been turned off here. but wow. Tyre damage is supposed to, tyre wear is supposed to be turned off as well. But while it's doing this sound in the background and all the gravel going under you, I think it still plays devil's advocate and says, hey, matey, you've got some problems with the tyres. Don't be too messy with it or too adventurous. Right. My brain is certainly hurting now. It's started to slide. We're gonna just try and make it through this to go to one more lap. See if I can pull it back together. That was all right. That was dodgy. Right. Need to hydrate a little. Nice and easy down here. And then we're just gonna accelerate through the here and we're good. So this is gonna be that next lap proper. Hopefully we fix the mistake. The ghost has started. Back end wanting to slip out of me there. I had to keep it under control, but I lost something there. And again, I'm not really got that right there at all. Oh, come on, let's do this. Slippy around there. I just the nice little flick at the end there. You just feel it on the steering wheel. And oh no, I messed up. Keep it together. Can I still eke this out to keep ahead of my Ghost? Oh, the wear and tear on me is really coming in now. The fatigue is starting to feel real in my brain and on my thumbs. And that's a part of the thing that's going to happen on Sunday as well. The steering is going to start to feel heavier and heavier. Oh, and there's my Ghost coming up to overtake me. But we know something that my Ghost doesn't. If we don't mess up somewhere around here, then we can improve. That was the bit. I need to stay more to the left. I keep on being more to the right there. Staying out more on the left seemed to work well for me there. Though I almost wrecked it there. Keep that all the way up here. We can't go full whack through here. We need to dab the brakes a little. That's just about good. Not clean, but it's not too bad. We're a little bit ahead of myself. That could have been better. That was not pretty, but it was survivable. I'll take survived over pretty as long as it gets me to reasonable place. That bit's always fun. And then we come into some more of this dangerous bit here. It really does feel kind of awesome. Seriously does feel very dangerous though. Little bit of a skid out on the back end there. Oh, we're ahead of the Ghost. So now we just go until I can't take it anymore and my brain goes splat. And after my brain breaks on the next lap, possibly, we then stop there for the evening. Okay. Oh. See if we can make it. So probably neck and neck with the Ghost at the moment. No, we're ahead of the Ghost. Which is where we want to be. By a not unsizable margin. I was a little bit too aggressive on the gas through there though. Tried to push it more than I should have. Oh, that's dodgy. That is so dodgy. Better. That was much better taken. Gain that through the downhill here. I took that flat through that other part there. I needed to brake a little bit earlier past that, or at least let off a little bit, because that was super dodgy. there's so many parts here where time sort of like slows down and speeds up at odd points, and it's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes you need to be more patient, and it's really, really hard to determine the point at where that patience should be. And where you can just, you know, gun it through. Oh, that felt so good, and that wider line. That's the bit. I keep on trying to cut that apex too much. So keeping that wider line on there has saved me a lot. That almost took me out as well, though. That is pretty damn slippy. Just keep on it. Then we're aiming for that white sign again. Basically, when you're entering that corner, I'm always aiming for the right-hand side of the white Mercedes-Benz sign. Oh, here we go again. And that's the end of it. Such a shame. So I'm basically getting a 9 minutes almost dead. I need to do better than that. But inside I'm kind of like, that's okay for me. It's not any great shakes for anybody around the world in terms of where that comes on leaderboards, because we'll have a look at where it comes on the leaderboards in a second. So coming out of there and quitting should give me back here to the leaderboards. So looking on the leaderboards, I should see myself here. So I am 2 minutes and 25 seconds off of the top place here. So that is insane. That is truly, truly insane. Now, I don't know if that's with everything, but let's just put it all cars GT3. Here we go. So there we go. There I am. So, yeah. That's my fastest. Oh, what? No. Wrong track. That's the wrong track? Which course is that? That's not the right one. That's Spa. We want a track to be N. Where are you gone? Nordschleife 24 hours. So GT3 Nordschleife 24 hours. I should be on there, but we can see here anyway what they're getting there. So we've got mine was 9 minutes, pretty much 9 minutes dead, and here we are with the people are doing 8 minutes and 9 seconds. So, whew. I've got a long way to go, but I'm pretty pleased with that. Can I do? I don't think it shows friends in here. No, because RaceRoom, there's another separate bit for friends under RaceRoom, because why wouldn't there be a separate friends list there from my Steam list? Of course, right, but. Yeah, I'm reasonably pleased with how today has gone though. 9 minutes I'll take. I feel a good bit more confident on the track. There are a couple of corners which are still destroying me, and come Sunday I think I'm gonna have some problems keeping up with people, but it should be some fun, I think, or at least I hope. Right, let's grab this here. I hope people have enjoyed the stream. It's gonna be a good night for me, I think. Yes, we've been at it for quite some time, so we've been at it roughly around the sort of time we're looking at for the endurance race on Sunday, because on Sunday we're going to be doing this track, which is the 24-hour version of the Nürburgring. So that includes basically the GP track of the Nürburgring and the Nordschleife, and it's going to be with these GT3 cars that are basically on default, and we're going to have tyre wear and fuel, so we've got pit stops and all of that. The basic format's going to be a quick sort of 15-minute warm-up, then it's going to be a qualifier, and then we'll go into the race proper. And the race proper will be a 1 hour duration. We'll then have a quick break, and it will flip the start order, and then we'll do another hour straight after that. There will, I believe, be damage on, so I'm hoping to survive it with basically more than just the chassis, you know, the chassis going across the line. I hope to have some bodywork panels left on my car by the end of it, if I manage to get through. So it should be quite interesting, I think. Possibly. We'll see. But anyhow, yeah, I think it's going to be a good night from me. So if you're watching this back on YouTube, please feel free to press the subscribe. It's going to be over there. There'll be a video up there, and there'll be a video up over that way. And of course, if you're on Twitch, you can also press the follow, which is somewhere. On Mixer, you can press the follow somewhere. You can always go back onto my YouTube, because in Twitch, there's some details onto my YouTube channel. Take a look at that and some of the previous videos and different things like that. Give us a like. Give us a share. Give it that sub and that bell a little tingle, because the sub bell thing notifies you. That's the one. Notifications. Yay! Enjoy, and remember, we love the smell of burning tires late in the evening. I don't know. Do we? Good night.